Hey guys, if I drop off, it means my wife got home and we're going out to dinner. So.
Okie dokie.
Are you? How long were you? Is Brian even here?
He's muted.
And we're live.
We're live? Oh, we're live, Daddy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Summer Woodworking Show. I'm your host tonight, Shane from Shane's Hobby Shop. Tonight, we're going to be talking about your past hobbies or projects that you've done in your shop, both the good and the bad. So whatever's going to be 2016, let's go ahead and review it and talk about it tonight. So tonight, I'm going to go ahead and start this off. Let's see if I can screen share this right here. What's that?
Introduce everybody.
I guess I should do that first, shouldn't I? All right, let's go ahead and introduce everybody on the panel tonight.
That's why he needs me around.
I do need somebody here to play boss. All right, first we got Chris. We'll go ahead and unmute yourself, Chris, and tell everybody who you are and where we can find you.
Hi gang, Chris here from the Old Cranky Workshop. You'll find me on Facebook and on YouTube under Old Cranky Workshop, and I do a little bit of everything out there.
I appreciate that, Chris. Next we have John Schaffner. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell about where we can find you.
Good evening, everyone. That is me, John Schaffner, up here in central New York, where it's starting to get a little chilly. Anyway, you can find me on my Facebook under my name and my YouTube channel under my name, which I just posted a new video yesterday, actually. So swing by and check that out. Might enjoy it. Comments and share and all that stuff too. Thank you.
Appreciate that, John. Next we got Russ Meadows. Go ahead, Russ. No, sorry, it's still not coming in. Before we started chat, he had his microphone working, but it was crackling up. So we made him unplug it and plug it back in, and that really messed up his system. So, but you can hear us, though. Is that correct? All right, he can hear us. I do know his name is Russ Meadows. He got the YouTube channel Rusty Nails with a Z. All right, there we go. And next we got the other Russ. Go ahead, Russ, and tell us who you are and where we can find you.
Just to let everybody know, I'm the better looking, more everything than that other Russ that's over there. He's on that side of my screen. So, but anyway, I'm Russ Clarity, and you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, anywhere you want to look. Just type, even Google Plus. All you got to do is go to Google for a search and type in Simply Wooden Creations, and everything will pop up. My website, everything under Simply Wooden Creations.
I appreciate that, Russ. And Russ Meadows said it's Rusty Nails Wood Shop with the Z. Rusty Nails, Nailz Wood Shop, and that's where you can find him at. Now, our main host tonight is from the Summers Woodworking, Brian Summers, but he's not going to pop in. We're going to make him stay muted tonight. But the sexiest woman in all YouTube is right next to me. Go ahead and tell everybody you.
Hi, everybody. Shelly Cole here. Some of you know me as Mom over from the YouTube channel. No, it's Mom Knows. I'm eating an orange tonight, and I just heard a joke that was so funny, and I didn't get it until later, but y'all know knock-knock jokes. This was orange. You're glad I didn't say banana, and it was pretty darn funny. All behind the scenes tonight. That's what's going on here behind the scenes. All right.
Now, that's not the way it went. It's supposed to be knock knock, and then you say who's there, and then I say banana, and then you go banana who, and I go knock knock who's there, banana who, knock knock who's there, orange. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
I'm like, I can mess up most jokes. I don't get jokes very well, but that was pretty darn funny. I was laughing pretty hard.
Well, everybody knows who I am, Shane from Shane's Hobby Shop. Okay, what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to talk about your 2016 shop in review. What all the bad things you did, what all the good things you did. Everybody in the chat room, just go ahead and got any comments, questions, or whatever. Mom here next to me is watching the chat. And plus, anybody there on the panel, y'all can also watch the chat too if you want to. It don't matter. Ken Moon saying, Russ, when do you announce the winners from the email contest? So, Russ, you want to do that about the email contest?
If they're talking about the Halloween contest,
I would think so, yes.
that's already been announced onto the Facebook page.
Ah, so I didn't
It was
even know
actually
that.
announced Monday on my Facebook page.
Okay, I know I actually won on your scroll saw
Nope.
Woodworking contest.
Woodworking contest. I mean, I can announce. Give me 1 second, and I can announce I go over here to my Facebook
go ahead.
page because I can't remember.
Doesn't have Facebook.
Okay, well, actually, I think I put it on YouTube too, but give me a second and I'll go to my Facebook page and I will announce it. After 138 entries in the 2016 Halloween special tool giveaway, number 1 was Jesse Brown from Louisiana. He won the folding razor blade knife.
Nice.
Number 2 was Bill Goddard from Wyoming. He won the 2P tin kit. Number 3 was Ken Beasley from Indiana. He won the pen drilling vise. And number 4 was Evan Myers from Minnesota. He won the Visa gift card.
Nice.
Ah, there you go.
There you go, Ken. You heard it here.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, Ken Moon heard it here. Got to get with the program and get Facebook.
There you go.
Now,
Yeah.
I didn't have Facebook my whole life either. In fact, I only just got Facebook probably a month or so after I joined YouTube. So I've only had Facebook about a year because I didn't like it before that. So.
Well,
Yeah.
since you're talking, you want to tell anything that happened in your shop?
Well, I'll introduce myself. Oh, I already introduced myself. I'm sitting right here, and I introduced myself. You heard it here. You heard it
You
first.
introduced yourself.
I know.
Yeah.
I forgot.
But what did you do in your shop that you're proud of?
What I'm proud of, let's see. I brought these because my palette upcycle
challenge.
These are, I know it's some kind of technical name for it, but I don't know what they are. But they're special plates. They go underneath a regular plate. So you put your dinner plate, like if you're serving your dinner, you put your regular plate right on top of this.
That way you won't burn yourself.
Yeah, you can do that. You can, whatever. But they look really cool on a table waiting for your dinner plate, you know. And I love palette wood. I really do. I think it's unique. I even wanted to leave things in it that, you know, like this little cracked area. I did that on purpose. I like it. I just think it's very unique and it tells a story. So that's why I like pallet wood. I like things that tell a story. Just like when I did the barnwood picture frame with all the little holes in it from worms and stuff. I love it because it tells a story. That would be my favorite wood. Any wood that's unique and tells a story. I don't really care for perfect wood. I like things that are a little quirky.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I had fun with that, and I did a lot of stuff behind the scenes because I've been working on a lot of sawdust projects over the last year and getting ready for my sawdust series that's going to start up here in November, the Sawdusto Chronicles. And so I did a lot of behind the scenes on that, getting ready for it. But so I would have to say my favorite projects were dealing with sawdust. That's actually my favorite But I can talk about my bad things later if you want. Let's
True,
go ahead.
that we can go on. For me, I guess my favorite one will also have to be into the pallet wood, like what we just did with Sterling Davis. Now, let's see if I can screen share.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, sure can. Yes.
Oh, we can hear him. Yep.
Hot
Well,
diggity.
What? Let's see. Let's end the screen share then. Stop sharing. Okay, then Meadows, go ahead and introduce yourself then.
All right. Rusty Nails Wood Shop, Facebook and Instagram. You can find me there. If you don't, I'm looking for Chris at the pub.
I figure we sound be looking for a new microphone.
Y'all should have never made me unplug it.
Well, it actually sounds better now. It's not crackling like it was.
Okay.
No good.
Hey, Shane, let me jump in here because I'm going to slide out in a minute and go have dinner with my wife. She just got home.
Yeah, go right ahead. Go ahead.
The projects, you saw the video. This here is Felix.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
That's the pallet project. I was kind of happy with the way that came out, considering I went into it having no idea what I was going to do. So, the telephone project, that went well too. So if people want to see those, go over to my YouTube page. Bring a friend. I could use the subscribers. And I'm going to make her come on screen here. Say hello. See?
Oh,
Hey.
Does exist.
Oh, very nice.
have
I like
fun
that.
tonight.
Thanks.
I'm going to log on out and go do dinner. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Enjoy it, man.
Have fun.
Thanks for coming on. Oh, that was pretty sweet. I like that. All right, let's go on to my screen share again. Let's do that. Okay, no, not that one. Well, this is one of the projects I made for Mom. It's just like a little bread slicer guide, I guess you want to call it. That I made it for Mom where when she makes her cake, she can bread. I'm sorry. Be able to slice it. Those slices in those fingers there is wide enough for a regular table knife, so that can be able to slice up the board the bread and be pretty much even. It was pretty fun. Just a little something I wanted to throw together. Okay, that's my tic-tac-toe board I just put up not too long ago. Okay, right here. This is what I wanted to show you. This is the pallet wood that I got for my upcycle challenge from this year. The board that's standing up on the truck here, this is mainly what I used. I did use some of these boards back here for the backing of my shelf, but this is the main ones I used. This is all made out of 2x6s. And I was pretty psyched about finding that one. And it was pretty cool. I really liked it. So when I grabbed it, I didn't know what I was going to do with it at the time, but I knew I wanted something really nice that I could keep. So I turned it into that. That's a little end shelf that we still use, little bookshelf that we still use. I did add a top pull-out jar just right above the printer there. I also used the pallet wood for that. But besides that, it still looks the same, and I really like it. That's probably one of my favorite ones I've done. Okay, let's get out of that now. Where we at? All right, John, how about yourself? Did you got anything that you did last year or this year that you liked?
Well, I've done a number of things. I mean, I've done a bunch of pens. I've done some yard furniture, entered a couple of contests. I'm really happy that I got my YouTube channel up and running after much encouragement by the group. Finally got that going. I think that's probably the most thing I'm proud of, although it's only got a couple of videos on it. I'm working on it, eventually here. But I don't know. I haven't done as much as I wanted to this year, but health reasons and whatnot, it's just hadn't come to fruition. But hopefully I can get out there through colder weather and get some more stuff done.
Yeah, I hope so, because you just now put out your scroll saw project. Is that correct?
That is correct. I posted on YouTube channel yesterday.
Yep.
In response to Russ Clarity's
Mhm.
scroll saw contest. Thank you, Russ, for sponsoring that, or heading it up. Glad I could participate this year. Missed it last year. This is actually only the second contest I've ever been in, so I'm really hoping that in the future I'll be able to do more. But anyway, check it out on my channel.
Yeah, please do. It's actually pretty good.
It's nice.
Now, I do know, just to give you a little heads up, if you send Russ some brownies, he'll bump you up on that contest. Every little bit helps, right?
I knew it was fixed.
I wouldn't guarantee that.
Well, you never know. Every little bit helps. Well, how about you, Russ Meadows? What you got this past year?
Well, I can pretty much give you what not the good, but the bad, I guess. It's not really bad. I've been working on a CNC machine for about 6 months, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't got that joker together yet, but I'm closer every day. I'm down to lead screws and motors, and then I'll be through. So I'm really close, but it's been a while.
Wow. Are you doing any videos to show what you're doing?
No, you see, that's the thing. I don't have a camera. Never have. And that's why I haven't been able to get in all these contests, because y'all always want them video cameras.
But you got a cell phone that has a camera on it.
Yeah, but he don't want them like that. He's a little particular fella. He don't want them like that.
Oh,
I miss out on all this good activity.
Well, that means you just got to get off your butt and get a YouTube channel.
That's
Start
it.
filming the videos.
Well, I can get a YouTube channel, but it's the camera I'm gonna have to have.
If you can pay that much for a CNC machine, you can buy a camera.
That's right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, that CNC machine purchase was one of those things that just fell into my lap. Uh-oh.
Oh, there she
Hi,
is.
Teresa.
You're stuck
Hello,
with
Teresa.
Oh
Hey,
my.
Teresa, get off your butt.
What did she say? What did you say?
I said, tell her, get on his butt and get a camera and start doing YouTube videos, Teresa. Get him.
Oh.
She
Get off
can't
my-
hear you.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, come
I told
on.
him to take the money I'm getting back from my cruise to go buy one. I'll go get him a GoPro.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. GoPro.
No more excuses, Russ.
There you go.
That's all a bunch of malarkey just for the live crew here. She wants that GoPro for herself.
It is sad about your cruise, though. I was actually looking forward to you going to your cruise.
I was too.
Well, I didn't hear him. Say that again,
He
Russ.
said he was looking forward to you going on your cruise.
Me too.
I was looking forward to it too. I had 5 days of bliss in my shop. Now I don't have any.
Oh.
Oh, I'm screwed.
I don't ever stop you from going out there, but I have no work to do now because I busted butt to get it all done before. I'm like, what am I gonna do?
And there's my life right there.
Hey, at least you're not in Walmart parking lot.
You got
That's
that
true.
right. I'm not there in Walmart at this point. Like I said, but that can change at any minute.
Russell Clarity, I know you've been doing a bunch of stuff on CNCs and all of that, and also your scroll saw. What's one of your favorite projects you've done this past year?
I got so many that I don't remember. I mean, I can't remember them all, but I don't know. One of my favorite might be the latest one, which was this one right here.
That's cool.
I agree. I do like that one.
Because I think it has a meaning to a lot of people. I mean, breast cancer was in the awareness month was in October. And so when I did this, I was like, actually the first time I scrolled this was at the Makers Fair. Not this weekend, but this past week. Well, I guess it was the weekend before that. But anyway, And I was scrolling it, and a lady walked up, and she goes, "Oh wow, that's going to be like really nice." And several people made the mention of it. So, and then when I came home, I decided I want to scroll it out really, because when you're at the fair, you know, you're talking to people. There was some misplaces and some things that didn't turn out just like I liked it. So I re-scrolled it when I came home like this, and then I did the pink with the I made the pink dye, and I said, you know, that's pretty doggone neat. Even though my wife and myself have anybody in our family that had breast cancer, we do have friends, and so that kind of like holds a little special meeting. As far as some of the worst, I don't have any worst, but I will tell you this, that I mean, I'm not bragging about this, but usually I don't, a scroll saw project especially, I usually don't mess up on a scroll saw. I've been doing it long enough, I don't mess up on one. I will tell you I do every once in a while, but on the CNC when I first started, yeah, I had a few oops every now and then on the CNC. So, and it was all operator error. It wasn't the CNC doing anything wrong. It wasn't the CNC having any errors. It was all operator error as far as me and what I was doing. And I would accidentally, like, I'll give you, for instance, you're supposed to set the starting point on the CNC where it be in the center, the bottom left, the bottom right, the upper right, the upper left corner, where that's the starting point for the CNC to know this is where the project starts, so it knows how to cut it out. Well, I would like accidentally set it for the center and started in the bottom left. So when the CNC started cutting, it would be like cutting out in midair, and I'm looking at it going like, why in the heck are you cutting out there? Why aren't you cutting on the board? And then I go back and look, and I'd be like, oh, no wonder. I told it to start in the bottom left, and I set it up for the middle. So little errors. Yeah. It's funny to watch that machine go back and forth like it's giving the board a heck, but yet it's cutting air. And you're sitting there going like, why is it cutting out there? And then you go back and discover. So those are some of the like funnier parts of my side of the CNC. But I mean, usually when I do a scroll saw project, I usually get it pretty well right on the money. I mean, not 99% of the time. There's always some errors and stuff. You know, I'm flub, I'm human, but that's about all I can think of. I will tell you one little boo-boo that I had in the shop the other day that scared the bejesus out of me. Is I needed to cut some corners on a board at an obtuse angle, and so rather than trying to move the I have a DeWalt a miter saw. Rather than trying to change the angle, I just set it up there at the angle and was going to bring the DeWalt and miter saw down and cut the corners off. Well, the first one went great, but when I flipped it around to hold it again and went through, it caught and slung that sucker out of my hand, and it slammed on the back and slung it across the room. And it didn't. My hand was nowhere near where it could be in danger, but the board went flying and it scared the bejesus out of me. So I learned real quick to. I think most of our shop errors when we get hurt is our fault. We either get in a hurry or we do something that we're not supposed to do. We use the tool in the wrong way. We put our hand in the wrong position. I mean, most of that's the problem. That's why we get hurt. But it scared me enough that I was like, all right, I ain't doing that again.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. That's where I messed up on mine. My little shop injury is I was on my miter saw cutting a bunch of 45s off this one long board, and I was just going up and down with that miter saw and sliding that board in and on it and all that. And I wasn't really paying attention to what I was really doing. And as soon as I brought that blade up, I slid my hand in to push the board closer in, and that blade caught the side of my finger there, and boy, that'll wake you up because you felt every tooth. Look, all it did is cut the side of my hand, my finger. Nothing really bad. It looked cooler than what it really hurt. So I was very lucky on that. So yeah, rushing, you don't want to do that. Not in the shop.
No, you get you get like a hurry or you get frustrated that things ain't going right, and then that's when the mistakes start to happen.
Yes, exactly.
There is a question for you, Russell, from the chat. JP is over there and he's asking how you made your dies. He's wondering how you dye your wood. Like did you make your own dye or what?
If I told you that, I'd have to kill you.
You hear that, JP?
I make a lot of it through. Actually, I make a lot of. I call it dye, but it's actually a stain. Is number one. I make it through stain, which you take paint, which you take paint and you thin it with mineral spirits, and then I'm serious. You take red paint, and then you add some in a little. I buy these little plastic cups. And I put some in there and I add mineral spirits and I keep thinning it down and put it on a test piece of wood till I get the color I want. And then so when I say dyes, but they also, Minwax has some dyes that are out that are water-based dyes. And that's actually what this was. And I use a lot of the Minwax dyes. Another good dye, if you're going to use it inside now, not outside, because outside will fade it in a heartbeat, is food coloring.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can use food coloring and mix it with alcohol, not water.
Mm-hmm. Did you say it will change will it fade? Did you say it will fade?
Yes, if you use it on the inside, the projects will hold up great. But if you use them on the outside, even though most of our like polyurethanes and all that have UV blocking abilities to hold the color in, it will still fade a lot faster than normal. So I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're wanting to use it on a wall thing or anything on the inside, you can actually use alcohol. Put a little bit of alcohol in a little small container, and then put some food coloring in there and keep testing it till you get the right consistency. Now, here's how you do it. I would start off with like a half an ounce of alcohol, and then I would put like 6 drops of, let's say, red food coloring in there to get a light red color. Move it toward pink, and then maybe a little bit of yellow, and then test that on your board piece, and then but write down how many drops of each you put in. So the next time you want to come back and repeat that process, you will have it written down that I made this color by using 6 drops of yellow, 5 drops of red, and 2 drops of blue, and this much alcohol, and then you can repeat the process.
But that depends on what wood you use too, because if you use 3 drops of this on some pine boards, go do it like a aspen board, it might be a totally different
exactly.
scenario.
You can't get the same effect on the same board. You would have to write down, I use this on pine, I use this on oak, or I use this on the difference. Because it will affect your because actually if you're using like food coloring on a piece of mahogany, you're not going to tint mahogany too much.
No. I wonder if you can put bleach on it and turn it a little white though.
That's a good question. I would imagine you can lighten it up with a little bit of bleach, but those are paint. I'll give you another hint. If you buy the Thompson's water sealer, that is a mineral spirits base. You can actually tint the Thompson's water sealer. I did this on my shows several times, but you can actually put paint in the Thompson's water sealer if you want to get it a red tint or a black tint or a green tint. You just put a little bit of paint in the Thompson's water sealer. Now we're talking about oil-based paint. Naturally, you can't use water-based paint.
Yep.
And you can actually tint the Thompson's water sealer when you're going to spray it on something. Let's say you have a fence, a privacy fence that you just put up, and you say, I want to make that look like a red cedar or whatever. You can add red to the Thompson's water sealer and actually make the privacy fence look red.
Wow, that'd be pretty cool. I could do that, yeah.
Or make it look green or black. It works great. It lasts. I've done it myself. I've taken boards and put red in them to make them really a red color, really dark, but not so dark you can't see the wood grain. And when I made something with it for the outside, it held up for years and kept that nice red color.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, since I talked about my injury in the shop, what you got on your bad side for the year?
Well, mentioned all my projects earlier, just
Oh,
some that were
that's
highlighting. Just highlighting for me is I really liked the pallet board project, and I really liked working with sawdust. But I have to say, like my last project, I did this buffalo for Maker's Care. But why I really like this one is not for what I've made, but what I'm going to turn it into. And so you'll have to just stay tuned. But this is gonna turn into something pretty darn cool in an upcoming project. But I ain't gonna give anything away on it. And I wanted to quickly do a shout out on some of the people there that are sitting over there in the chat, chatting away.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all being here tonight. And people like, say, Ken Moon from Moonpine Creations, Jeff Robinson, Wooden Stuff with Steve French. We've got Jim Bashir's Driveway Workshop. Oh, nice to have you.
There you go.
And JP Woodworks, TJ's Woodworking,
TJ, all
Dave
right.
Gatton.
Dave.
Let's see. I don't want to forget anybody.
I know we're talking
I would like to say a shout out to Steve French. I actually spent the day with him.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I bet you that was
wow,
fun.
Yeah, we actually moved. He's moving into his new shop, and myself and George Hatch, which is the president of our woodworking club, which I've known him for years. He was the principal of my daughter's high school. All 7 of my kids graduated underneath Mr. George Hatch.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I like that.
So anyway, but he and I helped Steve get a lot of his tools moved into his brand new shop today. So
that's awesome.
I don't know about you, Steve, but my butt is dragging tonight.
I can imagine. Is it a pretty good size shop?
Yeah, it's like 20 by 40 or 30 by 40. I mean, it's a nice size shop. I don't remember the exact dimensions, but I'm envious because yes, it is actually bigger than my shop.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Bigger than my shop. I got a bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 20 by 40 or 30 by 40, something like that. It's
wow, interesting. And I see that Kate Dotson, let's see if she's on here. She said she's lurking. I don't see it anymore. Oh. Anyway, Dave Gatton is on here. Oh, there she is. Katie Dotson. She said she was lurking on there, so she's here too. But if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. It's hard to keep everything. But one of the things that I did, I loved all the projects I worked on this year. Did I get a little frustrated? Yes. And mostly working with my Sawdusto. And y'all all will hear about it in an upcoming video when I open up my new series here in November. But let me just say that I found a lot of things that did not work with sawdust, which is just as important as what does work.
Yeah.
Because I was, what kept me going is when I kept thinking about Edison and, him trying to make the light bulb. And every time something didn't work, it's just like, okay, one more thing that didn't work. And it's just keep bringing him closer to what does work. So yeah, it was really fun. A lot of my mistakes, actually, even though they didn't work, it showed me, wow, this did not work, but I could use this for something else. And so I'll be talking about that. So I thought that was cool. The one problem I found throughout this whole year was the saw blade for scroll sawing. I cannot tell you how many saw blades I killed.
Me too.
Because for one reason only. Well, this isn't a saw blade. This is my orange knife. But you know how you got to have the little blades pointing in the right direction.
Yeah.
I swear I have trouble with that. I have trouble. I probably 5 blades on this one. And it's just because I don't know. I bet it's just because of my sensitivity on my fingers or what, but I have trouble figuring out the saw blade, the up and down on it. And so I go through a lot of blades. But hey, that's my biggest thing this whole year is I get to where when I turn on my machine, I'm like, seriously, because I'm like, it's gonna go and then my blade's gonna go break right then and there. I had that happen over and over again. I was scared to just turn on my machine. I'm like, get ready, turn it on and break.
Shelly, this
Yes.
thing is 3/4 of an inch thick. I know it's pine, which is soft wood, but I cut this on one blade, and actually, I used the same blade that I spent all day Sunday cutting all those projects for the Makers Fair.
That's good. Yay, good for you.
if what I'm saying is you're either putting too much tension on it or not enough. I mean, there's several factors, but what kind of blades are you
Push that
using?
blade upside down.
Upside down.
I said, what kind of blades are you using?
Right when I turn it on.
Spiral.
I only use spiral. That's all I use. And they
Well,
break
you can't
right
go
when I
upside
turn
down
on
with
my
spirals.
machine. Pardon me?
You can't really go upside down with spirals.
Really? I thought all the
Really?
teeth have to be
Yeah.
face down.
I mean, if I haven't seen a spiral that has a marking on it yet.
Huh.
So
I've always felt them. If my finger can
right,
go
if
down
you would,
one side, but
you
it
would
won't
take them
go
and feel them, and when you feel the side that has the roughest part on them, then that's the part that goes up. You get what I'm saying? If I'm holding my hand and I pull down on it and it's like soft, it's not really soft, it's really hard, then I flipped it over and I pull it down, it's really like I can feel, oh wow, that's kind of like got a better bite. Then that would be the one that you want to put up.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm just up. I
I've been
thought that
doing
would
it
be
the
going
opposite
down.
way.
Yeah, well, you can try it and see.
Wow, okay.
Hmm.
Well, then I
Try
wonder
it and
what's
see.
breaking all my blades. Seriously, I went through at least 5 on this. No kidding.
But
And I
usually
would turn it
spiral
on.
blades cut in all directions up and down. I've never seen one that had a top or bottom on them.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. It doesn't really matter. I've never seen one like that has a marking on it.
Now I could say if she's going too fast, not
I would
letting
say
this
that might be
up.
part of the problem, because when you're pushing on the project on a spiral blade, you can't just force it. It has to cut. It cuts slower than on a straight blade.
Yeah, I have seen that. Yeah.
Well, for me, it's literally when I turn it on. I mean, I hit the button, on, break. I don't even, it's not even
Too much
Sounds to me
tension.
like you're putting too much
On.
tension on it.
too much tension, you think?
Yeah, too much tension.
Huh.
If it's popping right off the bat,
But
you
when
got too much tension on it.
Okay, I'll try that. I'll try backing off. I know when I have a good tension, I can cut through everything's just like butter.
What you wanna treat it like a piano string or a guitar string. You want to make
Okay.
it go ping, a real nice high pitched C, a ping.
Okay.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? If you pull on it and it goes dong like a real low pitch, and you don't have it enough.
Huh?
And twist that little top knob a little bit.
Yeah,
further.
twist the
Okay.
little top knob.
But
want it
yeah,
to have
you
the
want to
right-
just tension it to where you just barely hear the high pitched
Okay.
Yeah.
swing. Now, if you got it too tight, it'll be a high pitched ping too. But
Yeah.
start
What I
with
would
it,
do is I would
dong,
start
dong,
off-
dong, and then as
I would
soon as
start
it
off
goes ping,
Yeah,
Then
I
you
would
got
start
it.
off with it like low and start, doing it like a guitar, and then start tensioning it up until you hear that high pitched ping, and then stop, and then try it.
Okay. Well, thank you. I've had trouble all year doing that. So thank you. I'll give it a try.
Yeah. I know when I was doing your whirligig contest, I wouldn't say I put it all on 1/4 inch plywood, but I think I broke 5 blades on that.
Mhm.
But I kind of think one, I was pushing too hard on it, and that little metal disc that sits on your scroll saw table, mine is metal, so I think my blades actually hit that, and that's what breaks it.
Maybe that's
I
what's going
don't
on.
know.
Well, then if that's what's happening, then you don't have enough tension on it.
So we need to get somebody in the middle of us.
No, that blade should stand stout. I mean, stout,
Okay.
straight up and down. I should be able to cut through a 2x4 and it be straight.
Okay.
Dang,
what
that's
you
tough.
might want to do, guys, is since we got hangouts, get on there one of these days Have it right in front of you. Have Russ walk you through.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I can put the scroll saw right here on the
Yeah,
table.
actually, that's a really good idea. Find out what we're
Yeah,
doing.
because if the blade's bending, the blade should not. Y'all saw me in 4 or 5 or 6 of my shows ago when I did the compound cuttings.
Yeah, yeah.
I cut through a 2 before. You didn't see that blade bend.
Mm-mm. All right, well.
That's good.
So if you're cutting through
Yeah.
1/4 inch and you're pushing it and the blade's bending enough to hit that side plate, oh, that's way too loose.
And another thing is she could be getting too fine of a blade.
That could be true.
We're
What
using
size?
a 5.
Huh?
5.
Number 5.
A number 5 spiral?
That
Yeah.
should work.
Oh, you should be able to cut through a 2 before with a number 5 spiral.
Well, I did notice something. We always do number 5, but then I changed out I went to a number 4. Is there a number 4 or is it number 3 that's next?
They have 5, 4, 3, 2, and actually a 2/0 spiral, which is
Okay,
like
that
a hair.
Must be a 4.
Yeah.
Because I used the number 4, it was thinner, and I noticed that actually I had an easier time cutting 1/4 inch birch plywood with the number 4, and I'm like, whoa, I want to use 4 for now on because it went so well. I use more 1/4 inch plywood than anything.
Actually,
And
for
number-
1/4 inch birch plywood, I would cut it with a number 1 spiral.
Wow. Well, then maybe I will do that because number 4 was better than number 5 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've always used 5 on everything.
But I
I
mean,
would
Brian has it right. Anytime you want to do a hangout one day, I have wireless or have internet in my shop. I can actually sit up out there and we can do a hangout, and we can go through the setup process where I'm showing you and you can use yours and set it up at one time.
Kind of sounds like a good show to me. What do you say, Shelly?
And we can do that. I don't care.
You going to do that next week?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh.
No, if I do host it, see, I'm thrown off. If I do host it next week, I'm gonna come up with a crazy
What kind of
idea.
soil skull do you have? What's the brand?
Oh, come on. What is the name of that one?
Name what?
Scroll saw. What is
I don't know.
scroll
It's an
saw?
old one that we got at
Yeah, I got it at a pawn
pawn
shop.
shop.
It's,
I don't know.
it's pretty old.
Very old.
Yeah.
Rusty.
Well, that might be part of your problem.
It's very old, rusty. We should probably upgrade. We've been using it now for this last
Yeah, I
year.
want that DeWalt. Dave Gatton just got a DeWalt 788.
Yeah, that could be part of your problem. The scroll saw might be just such an old one that it's
Yeah.
giving you problems.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna go look. But yeah, sometimes you get a machine as an experiment to see if you're gonna like it. So we got it this last year to see if we would like it. And yes, I really like scroll sawing, so might as well upgrade.
Upgrade to the DeWalt and you will have no problems.
I'll second that.
I know Shane likes DeWalt everything, so I don't know anything about DeWalt.
How
but
much
yeah.
is one of them?
Okay, it says it's a Delta 16-inch 2-speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an older Delta.
2-speed. Man, anything,
I know.
everything's variable speed nowadays.
Yeah, that could be part of your problem is because of that. But yeah, everything is like variable speed. So that older Delta, you might be having a hard time getting the blade adjustment, the tension just right on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think about speed. If you go too
Yeah.
slow, you can break them real quick. If you go too fast, you can break them real quick.
And it froze up. Serious.
If I'm using it an 1/8 inch or real thin wood, I will slow it down because it cuts too quick. But most of the time, I run mine wide open.
Okay, that sounds good. Wow.
Yeah, I run it wide open. I mean, if I'm cutting 1/8 inch or finer wood for marquetry or something, then I'll slow it down because it just cuts way too fast. 1/4 inch, it depends. Sometimes I've cut 1/4 inch wide open, and sometimes I've had to back it off. It depends on when you get to that thin of wood, I guess it depends on my mood. If I'm out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll crank it to wide open and I can cut like heck. And the next time I go out there and I go like, wow, I got to slow this down. So 1/4 inch is one of those ones that's in between those two. But like 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch, anything like that, I cut wide open.
Wow. I know when I was doing your whirligig contest, I was making those little rabbits and I guess little cabbages. So I was going to put it between the rabbits. And I started out doing the high speed on that. And it just was going all over the place. I couldn't control my cutting. So I put it down on low speed. And yeah, it was slower, but yet I was able to control the cutting better then.
I have a feeling it's your scroll saw that's giving you most of the problem.
Okay, thank you.
I hate to say that, but that's what I have a feeling. You know, a lot of people have told me that they have had really good success. I think it's $189 with that Dremel scroll saw.
Yeah.
From Lowe's. They said that I've heard that a bunch of people, even Steve Good said that he tested it, and that was one of the best lower end scroll saws that he's ever used. It's like $189 at Lowe's.
It's not bad.
They will need to upgrade, yeah. And Brian, go ahead and put me down. Put me down for next week, Friday night. I'll go ahead and host it next week then.
Awesome.
I'll come up with something.
I want to let you guys know the reason why I've been going through you guys having people host. I want to see who makes a good fit being a co-host. So that's my intentions behind it all.
Oh, okay.
Shannon does a good job, but he's not here all the time.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted somebody else to step in his place if I need it.
Makes sense.
And even when he is here, he's got that train problems. It never fails in the middle of the show. He's got a train coming through his living room.
Well, you were saying something earlier, John?
Yeah, the scroll saw you have is a 22530, I believe, from Delta. And yeah, they're kind of a lower end scroll saw, but on the other hand, I used the variable speed version of that for probably a good 8 or 9 years, and it did me well. So I got the feeling it's more to do with your blade tension more than it is the saw itself. I mean, just, check in on your blade tension, make sure there's in the back of your saw, there's a cover plate. Take that off, take the bushings out of the arms where the arms go through, and give those a little bit of grease and put it back together. I think you'll see a difference.
Yeah, I can do that. It's got like a little black case with screws on it. I can take that apart. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, John. I think a lot of that problem, because I heard a lot of good reviews on that older two-speed version of that Delta, but I think a lot of what they're having problems with is the blade tension.
Okay.
Yeah. But don't let that stop you from going by a DeWalt.
That's what I wanted, is a DeWalt. Yeah. Get that little foot pedal like Russ does. That makes it much easier to have it on and off. Yeah.
I've had my DeWalt for probably 10 or 11 years now, and I don't know how many hours I've put on that thing, and it hasn't given me a lick of problems.
Dang. That's good. Well, Russ, you got a show tomorrow.
Yeah, we have Alan Robinson, I think is his name.
Yeah, Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson.
Junkie.
Yeah, the woodworking junkie. Yeah, he's going to be on the show tomorrow night.
Not a real junkie.
Yeah, he's not a real junkie.
Oh, don't all the junkies say they're not real junkies?
Yeah. So it intends to be a fascinating show. I heard he's on some of the videos I watched, he's a very comedic type of a woodworker. Yeah. So
well, that's gonna be fun. I can't wait for that.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. And then after that, we got Dave Gatton doing his CNC shows. Tomorrow it's going to be, he's going to open up his mailbag. He said he got a bunch of questions. So he's going to go ahead and do a show about that tomorrow night. I know one of the questions, probably mine, because I talked to him a couple of days ago about some questions on CNC. So maybe he'll be answering my questions then. So I'm going to look forward to that. I hope you're still in the chat room, Dave, so make room for me. All right. Well, I guess we are rewinding now. We still got 5 more minutes till the end of the show. What you got?
Well, I was going to say, does anybody on the panel here have anything they want to add before we close up?
Mr. Brian, I know you didn't get a chance to talk much at all, but you got anything you want to add to this?
No. Just going to make some changes to the show. That's all I can tell everybody.
All right.
Ah, sounds good. I want to thank everybody for being in the chat room tonight. I still see my good friend TJ still over there, Don Presley, Ken Moon, Driveway Workshop. I do appreciate all of y'all being over there, and also JP. Thank you for that. Again, don't forget Russ's show and Dave Gatton's show tomorrow night. I'll be on the panel for Russ's show. Next week, we're going to have Mom take over the Summer's Woodworking show. Do you have any idea what you're going to be doing?
Yes.
And we'll leave it at that, apparently. All righty.
It'll be fun because, you know, you're gonna end up knowing what Mom knows. Right?
Yeah. But you want to know what Dad knows. Dad don't know nothing still.
It'll be fun. We'll have fun. We'll do something fun.
All right. All right, well, then we'll just go ahead and sign off here and let everybody go do what they want. Again, thanks everybody for showing up, and we'll see y'all next time.
We got to have our musician sign us off.
Okay, Russ, go for it.
Oh, you want me to say? I'm not a musician. I'm a singer.
It could be you or John, one or two.
Lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair.
Good night,
everybody. Y'all have a good